There is a silent AI algorithm completely destroying traditional retail, and if you do not adapt your marketing strategy today, your business will be obsolete tomorrow. For years, we thought the disruption of commerce was about moving from physical storefronts to e-commerce websites, but that was just the warm-up. We are now entering an era where algorithms do not just sell products, they dictate production, foresee desires, and mathematically eliminate the competition before a human even realizes what is happening. This is the story of hyper-automation.
For decades, legacy retail brands operated on a fundamentally flawed, human-driven model. They relied on creative directors and subjective trend forecasting to design clothing seasons in advance. Zara and H&M revolutionized this by shortening the cycle from months to weeks, which was called fast fashion. But even that is now painfully slow and incredibly inefficient. Legacy brands are currently bleeding capital because they are guessing what the market wants, overproducing inventory, and inevitably discounting massive piles of unsold goods. They are playing a guessing game against an opponent that already holds all the answers.
Enter the ultimate disruptor. Companies like Shein, which are not actually fashion brands at all, but rather hyper-automated artificial intelligence tech giants. They have completely removed the human element of guesswork from the equation. Instead of designers dictating what people should wear, they use an automated loop of real-time data harvesting, AI-driven marketing, and a hyper-responsive supply chain. This is not just a new way to sell clothes. It is a proprietary engine of global dominance that mathematically crushes legacy competitors who cannot physically move fast enough to compete.
The process begins with an aggressive, relentless system of real-time data harvesting. Every single second, web scrapers and AI algorithms are analyzing global social media platforms, search engine queries, and competitor websites. They are tracking exactly what consumers are looking at, what influencers are wearing, what colors are trending, and what keywords are spiking in volume across different regions. It is an omniscient digital eye that processes billions of interactions to extract actionable insights. No human analyst could ever synthesize this volume of data, but for the algorithm, it takes only milliseconds.
With this massive ocean of data, the algorithm doesn't just identify major shifts, it predicts global microtrends with terrifying accuracy. If a specific collar design starts gaining traction on TikTok in a small city in Europe, the AI detects it instantly. It bypasses human design boards completely. Instead, the AI autonomously mixes and matches these trending attributes into hundreds of new digital product designs within hours. It understands exact fabrics, patterns, and silhouettes that carry the highest statistical probability of conversion before a single piece of fabric is ever cut.
But predicting a trend is completely useless if you lack the execution speed to deliver it. This is where the true genius of the algorithm comes into play, a hyper-connected, fully digitized supply chain. The AI engine is directly linked into a vast network of thousands of small-scale manufacturers. When a new digital design is generated, the software automatically assigns the order, distributes the digital blueprint, and initiates manufacturing without requiring a single phone call or email. The entire production line operates as an extension of the software itself.
The skala dan speed dari hyper-otomasi ini adalah tanpa preseden. Instead of ordering thousands of units of a single item, AI tests the waters.
it commands the manufacturers to produce hyper-small batches, sometimes only 50 to 100 units per design. This is a massive paradigm shift. By keeping initial production numbers drastically low, the financial risk is practically reduced to zero. Thousands of these new micro-batch designs are pushed onto their e-commerce platform every single day, turning the entire store into a massive live-action laboratory for consumer behavior.
Once these micro batches go live on the app, the real-time A/B testing begins. The AI marketing engine automatically generates dynamic ads across social media, targeting precise consumer segments based on the harvested data. Every click, scroll, add to cart, and purchase is tracked in real time. The algorithm constantly tweaks the pricing, adjusts the ad copy, and shifts the marketing budget dynamically based on the performance of each individual SKU. It is a completely self-optimizing marketing funnel that requires virtually zero human oversight, learning and improving with every passing second.
When the algorithm detects that a specific micro-batch is hitting a predetermined algorithmic threshold for conversion rates and velocity, it immediately triggers the next phase, scaling the winners. The software automatically reorders more raw materials, pings the manufacturing network to ramp up production of that exact item, and simultaneously multiplies the digital marketing budget allocated to those specific ads. The system aggressively pours fuel on the fire of a proven winner, capturing maximum market share in a matter of days while the trend is at its absolute peak.
Conversely, the algorithm is ruthlessly efficient at killing the losers. If a new design fails to gain immediate traction, or if the customer acquisition cost exceeds a profitable margin, the AI pulls the plug instantly. It stops production, immediately slashes the price of the remaining inventory to clear it out, and halts all advertising spend for that product. There is no emotion, no sunk cost fallacy, and no designer's ego trying to save a failing collection. The algorithm simply deletes the failure from the equation and moves on.
This strategy means that these AI-driven companies operate with virtually zero dead stock. Traditional retailers are forced to mark down massive percentages of their inventory, eating into their profit margins just to survive. But the AI model ensures that almost everything produced is already mathematically guaranteed to sell. This is not just fast fashion anymore. It is a mathematical equation designed to systematically dismantle any competitor operating on a traditional inventory model. It is an unfair advantage rooted entirely in data superiority and automated supply chain flexibility. The customer acquisition loop is just as terrifyingly optimized. By incentivizing millions of users and micro-influencers to post haul videos and reviews, the algorithm essentially turns its own customer base into an automated marketing department. These videos generate more data, which feeds back into the trend prediction engine, creating an infinite self-sustaining loop. The more products they produce, the more data they harvest. The more data they harvest, the more accurate their predictions become. The system grows smarter, faster, and more dominant with every single transaction. For traditional businesses across all industries, not just fashion, the message is chillingly clear: adapt or die. The days of relying entirely on human intuition for product development and static marketing campaigns are over. If your supply chain takes months to react and your marketing strategy relies on broad, untargeted guesses,
you are fundamentally incompatible with the future of commerce. Consumers now expect real-time responsiveness, and algorithms are the only mechanisms capable of delivering that hyper-personalized experience at a global scale. Survival requires a fundamental pivot.
You do not need a billion-dollar supply chain to apply these principles to your own business today. The core lesson here is agility and data reliance. You must implement micro-testing in your marketing and product launches. Stop betting your entire budget on a single massive campaign. Start launching smaller, highly targeted initiatives. Measure the real-time data and aggressively scale only the variations that prove successful. By integrating AI analysis tools into your workflow, you can drastically reduce your time to market and eliminate the costly burden of human assumption. The silent AI algorithm is rapidly reshaping the entire foundation of global commerce, rewriting the rules of supply, demand, and marketing. Those who cling to legacy models will slowly bleed out, crushed by the mathematical efficiency of their automated competitors. But for those who are willing to embrace data harvesting, hyper-automation, and real-time adaptability, the opportunity for scale has never been greater. The algorithm is already running. The only question left is whether you will be the one controlling it or the one being destroyed by it.